Hi, legends. Hope you're all having a fantastic Wednesday. A little bit of dumpy action here from the price of Bitcoin. And perhaps one of the scenarios that I spoke about yesterday during my live stream is actually playing out to perfection, right? Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin. Sorry, just needed to pause that over there. Let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin, go through liquidity, look at CVD as always, share some education from a trading perspective. Let's dive right into it. Welcome, everyone. I see Delia. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. Thanks for being here every day, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽. I really like your technical analysis and learning from you. Much appreciated. You are so welcome, right? And that is the purpose of my channel, is to educate and not just to provide trading setups and signals like most other influencers do, but to teach you how to fish for yourself so that when you do not have YouTube and you don't look at social media, can you still fish and make money from a day trading perspective, right? Learning the tools. Mr. Scoot, let's go. Yes, let's go get the money, right? Legends, let me share my screen over here. Let's dive into the alpha. Always remember, legends, before I dive into the technical analysis, let me do this. Down in the description of this video, Bluffin, Bybit, and 𝗖𝗍𝗂𝗍𝗽 are the three exchanges that I use to do my trading. Bluffin is currently my favorite one that I do most of my day trading at the moment. 80K bonus, no KYC required, and you can sign up in a couple of minutes and start trading. Right, legends. What is happening with this dumpy action here to the downside? Okay, do you guys remember what we spoke about yesterday? No one remembers. Okay, no one can talk back to me. Keep going with Bluffin. Yes, keep going with Bluffin. I'm taking small little scalp trades. I'll be honest with you guys, I took a Bluffin trade here. I can't remember exactly. Somewhere in this range, I took a Bluffin trade and we got a dump here to the downside, and then we pumped up and I saw some bearish CVD locally and I cashed out the position, luckily in a little bit of profits. Okay, when you see your trade is not playing out the way that you would like it to play out, never be scared to exit the trade. Okay, especially if you can exit the trade with a little bit of profits. Right, legends. So, I was expecting a little bit more pump here to the upside, but there's a couple of levels that we didn't break. Okay, so let's go through those scenarios over here. I want to go back here onto the 1 hour time frame. I'll put my mic over here so everyone can hear me clearly. Mr. Tortuga, welcome in the house. Legends, Mr. Tortuga gave us a nice little time cycle analysis yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, inside our Legends trading community. Absolute legend. Welcome, Tortuga. Appreciate you being here. And all the insight that he shared inside our Legends trading community was absolutely phenomenal. Okay. So if you guys would like to join our Legends trading community, link down in the description. First link down in the description. Okay. So Legends, let's zoom out. Okay. When in doubt, zoom out. Okay, I see social media panicking again. We're getting a dump to the downside. I don't know how people can call this a dump, right? Small little purple candle or red candle here to the downside. Legends, do you guys remember yesterday we spoke about the structure potentially be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3? Okay, everyone remembers it. I think we were trading over here. Okay, and I said there's a possibility if I take a fib extension from this low over here to the high, to the low, okay, drag it across, you can see exactly where we got rejected, right? So there's currently two scenarios that I'm watching over here. Okay. Yes, you don't want to miss the juicy legends in the Discord. You don't want to. There are lots of alpha that gets dropped there on a daily basis. Right, legends. First scenario over here is that we tapped the 1.618 here to perfection. And then when we had this pump here to the upside, I said, legends, either, okay, two scenarios before we had this price action that's going to play out, okay? Do you guys remember, for those of you that were on the live stream yesterday, I said when you take a fib, okay, from the high to the low, you drag it across and you reverse it. Let's do that here quick, okay? And let's take this fib out the way. right? I said there's definitely a possibility, okay, that you can swing failure from the highs over here, okay? And you can see I have a 1.05 level here as well. We tapped that 0.15 level to perfection and we got a rejection. I actually got into this short here to the downside. I'm not scared to take mini shorts here to the downside even if we have massive bullish continuation, in a bullish structure, basically, I can still make money with these dumps here, right? And then I make money with the momentum back to the upside as well. Okay, I just want to switch on my weekly levels. Okay, this was the key level that I was watching over here. We have a weekly point of control that was untapped when we tapped this 1.618 over here. Then we had a dump. We came back, we rejected, and I thought, okay, maybe this is the A, B, C here to the downside, like I've discussed yesterday during my live stream. And then I said, legends, we can also have an ABC flat, okay? Flat basically means that you take the highs, properly, you take the highs properly, you reject in this zone 1.236, 1.382, this is where we're currently getting the rejection at the moment, where this can definitely be the end of the third wave. This impulse here to the upside can be the end of the third wave. And this is still part of the corrective structure where we're building a fourth wave. Okay. To then have a pump back to the upside to go and complete wave number 5. Right, legends. And currently seeing some weakness here at the moment. Also, as per my update this morning, I said, legends, if we're going to start closing high time frame candles like the 1 hour below this weekly level over here, okay, things are not going to look great. We broke through. You want to see us test it as support for continuation. We've lost it, okay? Now probabilities increase that we are going to find a little bit more downwards momentum. The question is, how far down can we go if this momentum continues here to the downside, right? Everyone is looking for long entries. Everyone wants to get in. The people that missed the pump wants to get in. Okay, so let's entertain the scenario to say that, well, what if, okay, because there's another scenario that I would like to discuss as well, is to say that, well, what if this was the high of number 3? Okay, so inside of this structure, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. End of the structure, end of number 3, and this is still corrective, A, B, C, flat, right? So where can this go? How I like to calculate it is, if this is the B wave over here, okay, I then take a trend-based fib from the high to the low to the high, and I just go and reverse it again, right? Now we've got some interesting targets over here. Okay, so we have some C wave targets. We have the 1-to-1. We have the 1.236, and we have an extended C wave target of the 1.618. Okay, I have seen C waves go to the 2.618 on rare occasions. Okay, maybe like once every 4 months I will see something like this happens. C waves can go to the 2.618. But not often. Usually an extended C wave is at the 1.618, but a more common C wave target is here between the 1-to-1 ratio and the 1.236 inside of this box. Okay, so now what I do is I go and take a fib from the low of this impulse to the high, a normal fib, okay, and I see, do I have levels of confluence? Sorry, let me put it back over there. Take the scribble out, clean it up a little bit so not too messy. Okay, legends. Now I have some levels of confluence. So let me mark out the fib levels. We have the 1-to-1 ratio, we have the 1.236, and we have the 1.618. Okay, now I can take this fib extension out the way just to clean up the chart. Okay, so the rules of Elliott wave theory states that generally speaking, a fourth wave, if this is the end, okay, we're entertaining the scenario. This is the end of the impulse. This is corrective. Okay, ABC flat, right? Generally speaking, a common target that you would like to tap for the fourth wave is the 0.382 from a fib retracement perspective. Okay, this is usually considered a minimum target for a fourth wave, but also very common. Maximum target is here by the 50% fib level. So definitely a possibility where we have that 1.618 over here. Sometimes it taps it and it wicks it, and then it recovers for momentum back to the upside. Nice little liquidity grab, bouncing on the 50% and off to the races we go. So these are the key levels that I'm watching over here, legends, is to say that, well, first level that I'll be watching is a swing failure from the lows over here. Okay, do you see those lows that we've made over here? If price had to move down here, okay, and we get acceptance back above the lows over here, that to me would potentially be a trading opportunity. Okay, keeping things simple here, what you can do is go put in your trend, right? I often say, if you're feeling confused, you don't know how to play swing failure patterns, Fibonacci's are confusing to you, you know, switch these confusing things off and just track your momentum here to the downside and wait for the breakout. Okay, obviously with good risk management, no financial advice, right? Set your alarm, wait for the breakout. So you basically, okay, keeping things simple, I don't care what happens over here. I don't care how deep it goes, where it bounces. As soon as it breaks my trend, my alarm goes off. I will then assess whether I enter the long or whether it's a fake out. Okay, as simple as that. Right, so simple way to trade this. And I mean, the one-line trend strategy has been very successful the last 2 weeks from a trading perspective. Okay. Right, but keeping things extremely technical, okay, as always, I have to technically analyze where potentially the price can bounce, and I'm looking at a maximum target here of the 50% FIB level in confluence with this consolidation. Okay. Right, legends, if we are going to come back down lower, okay, let's play out worst case scenario. We lose the 50%, we lose the 382, and we start tapping the 0.618. What I would not like to see is, I don't want, okay, in Elliott wave theory, it is usually considered that the 50% FIB level for a fourth wave that we're forming potentially right now is a maximum target. But there is a second rule that states, as long as the price action of number 4 does not go into the price action of number 1, right, it could still be valid. So we could still bounce here on the 0.618, okay, and still get an epic bounce here to the upside. I just don't want price action to go into the territory of wave number 1. Okay, usually when I do play a long after I think the fourth wave is complete, and I do consider a long, all I simply do is I usually place my stop loss inside of the wave 1 territory. Then I know if we do hit my stop loss, it's not impulsive to the upside. You're most likely going to get a bounce, make a lower high, and continue where you have a bigger trend forming. Okay, you're looking a bit messy. Let me clean this up. Right, legends, smash up the like for the alpha over here. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Okay, I do actually like the little bit of a pullback that we're getting now. We need a cool off. I mean, we've just been ramping up here, ramping up over the weekend. It's Wednesday now, and now finally it looks like we could get a little bit of a cool off. Okay, legends, the other thing I wanted to highlight, it is also not guaranteed that this is definitely the formation of a fourth wave over here. Okay, you want to see a long consolidation, preferably longer than this consolidation. If we're going to start consolidating here, can you see that it's becoming as long as the second consolidation? Then I would say, okay, probabilities are high that we are forming a fourth wave. Okay, because ideally you want the fourth wave to be longer than the second wave, or even the same length, right, for a potential bounce here to the upside. Okay, legends, that is the first scenario that I'm watching over here. I want to go and have a look at CVD here quick. Let's go on to the 15-minute. I just want to see if there's some bullish CVD building at the moment. Okay, very interesting. You can see, okay, take my line, bearish CVD on yellow. Okay, can you guys see the bearish CVD on yellow? You have bearish CVD between these two pivots, of which the target is the low, and now we're finding the downwards momentum. Okay, further down, right, we have not tapped this low just as yet, but almost there. Okay, I can start seeing on white bullish CVD forming, right? But once you tap the low, then it's invalidated. What I would like to see from this entire structure over here is, let me just zoom out. Okay, let's look at this entire structure. I would ideally like to see some bullish CVD between this pivot and as we are moving down. Okay, as we're starting to move down, maybe down, it's never in a straight line. It goes sideways, it moves in waves. I would like CVD to a little bit more aggressive. I want to see it claim these lows as we are moving down. If we take those lows, then probabilities are we're going down lower and maybe we're building bullish CVD against this pivot or this pivot over here. But I mean, CVD is still a far way away, long ways from that, from tumbling down here and forming bullish CVD. Okay, so really what you want to see is you want to see a bounce in this area over here. Okay, I just want to see how that lines up with this structure. And that's basically the 382 legends. Okay. I would really like, for bullish continuation here to the upside, I would really like us to SFP from these lows, okay? And create some bearish or bullish CVD on the momentum here to the downside, okay? And when you tap it, I want to see an SFP, okay? One secret trick that I can share with everyone is that a lot of people trading CVD will tell you as soon as you claim the low, okay, the CVD is invalidated. But what I've often see play out, okay, is I don't believe that, because what I've often see is if CVD starts falling down here and it starts falling down and yellow starts falling down and you start creating bullish CVD and prices coming down, bullish CVD, and you tap the low, you often, it's almost like the bullish CVD almost guarantees the swing failure pattern, where a lot of CVD traders will think, oh crap, the low is invalidated, only to get the SFP, the liquidity grab, and then continuation to the upside. Okay, so the 0.382 level, I'll be honest with you guys, does look juicy. Okay, we'll just have to observe as price corrects here to the downside what CVD does. Right, legends, let me know if you guys enjoy the alpha over here. Smash up the like. Hemra, hi Devold, welcome to the stream. Mr. Dev, welcome in the house. We could be forming a bullish cipher. You are referring to a harmonic pattern, Mr. Tortuga, if I'm not mistaken. I can go and look at that now. Cipher. I'm not sure if cipher is a harmonic pattern. Right, sup, Market M, welcome. Manuel, you and Andy, the best all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Right, legends. So, I mean, round of applause for spotting yesterday, okay, for spotting this potential rejection that I've highlighted yesterday. And I hope you guys had these levels marked out on your chart. Right, legends? I hope you guys follow the analysis. You put these levels into your charts, where yesterday we discussed this, that this could definitely be the end of the structure, okay, where this is an A, B, C to the downside. And we rejected inside of this box that I highlighted yesterday, and I put a little red resistance box over here. So I hope you guys are keeping an eye on these levels that I highlight during my live streams. And this is exactly where we got rejected. Okay, so definitely a possibility for an A, B, C here to the downside. All right, legends. Then there's another probability, okay? It doesn't carry high probabilities at the moment, but a probability nonetheless is that the reason the next scenario that I want to highlight carries lower probabilities is because we've now rejected by this point of control. You can see how we struggled to break through over here. We finally broke through and we lost it. And usually when you lose a key level, you often make a deeper correction before you attempt to try and break out again. Okay, so the other scenario is if I go back onto the 1 hour time frame. Okay, let's do 2 hour over here, right? I just want to make the candles a little bit nice and thicker over here. Okay, other scenario is, and I think Andy spoke about this scenario during his live stream last night as well, okay, where this is potentially a 1, 2, 3 that is not finished. The 3 is not finished, and this is just a shallow correction, and we're going to continue. Break the trend a lot earlier than people expect us to break the trend. Okay, definitely a possibility, because if I take a fib extension from the low to the high of number 1 to the low, and I reverse it, okay, you can see that the 1.618 level is not tapped. So still a probability for this scenario to play out. I just don't like I said, guys, this probability can play out. But for me, for now, it carries lower probabilities. Okay, it's because we've lost a key level over there. Right, so let's entertain the scenario where we're finding a nice little three-wave structure here. We break out and then we go and tap the 1.618. And as soon as we get acceptance back below the highs, that is where I will be interested in a short. Okay, if we reject by this level. Also, when I switch on my daily levels, okay, and I don't know if I have a point of control in that region as well. Okay, let's switch on some more levels. I just don't want to make the chart too messy so that people lose what I'm trying to get at over here. Okay, so legends, we have to acknowledge, nice little dump here to the downside. Right, we have to acknowledge that above we have a 1.618 level. We have an untapped daily level. A little bit further up, we have a naked point of control. We have another daily level. And if I'm not mistaken, there is also a high volume node in this area, a high volume node. When you switch on the VRVP on the 4-hour chart, let me show everyone. Okay, I know it looks very messy now at the moment. I just want to show everyone, if you go here, you switch on your VRVP. Okay, I just want to zoom into the structure. Let's do this. Wait for it just to load up correctly. Okay. You can see that we have a high volume node over there. Okay. High volume node. My point of control is here at the moment on Binance, but I know on Bybit and Coinbase, it's still over here. Okay. So big resistance area over here. Big resistance area. Right. You can also see how beautifully this line has confluence with this consolidation. Support, support, resistance, support, resistance, resistance over there. You break through, support, 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 and then you lose their level, you retest it as resistance. So quite an important level over here. Right, okay. Let's go back on to the 1 hour. I know it looks a bit messy with all the levels switched on. I just want to show the areas of confluence that I'm spotting over here. Right, legends. Let's do this. Okay, like I've highlighted, massive area of resistance. Massive area of resistance. And perhaps this fourth wave that is forming here. So let's entertain the scenario that if we are forming a fourth wave here to the downside, that fifth wave can literally do this. Okay, it claims the liquidity above the third wave, struggles to get through the resistance, and then we have a deeper ABC here to the downside. Okay, where I would like this support, actually, I need to change this to green because that's now support. It used to be massive resistance, where I would like this area to hold as support. Right. Okay. Legends, let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know in the comments. Right. Hello, man. Have you looked at XRP? Yes, I have. You need to have a word with Andy about it. I know Andy also doesn't like XRP, but you guys can see here, I've got XRP. I'm keeping an eye on it. And man, oh man, legends, I can honestly tell you guys that I regret not playing the breakout over there, but I mean, I'm a patient trader. I know it needs to come back for a retest. I don't know how high it's going to pump before it comes back for the retest, but I know at some point it needs to come back for retest. And if I don't get a retest and we perhaps consolidate, and we build a nice little bull flag over here, then I'll play the breakout to the upside. Okay, so I'll be patient. I want a little bit of a longer range to form over here. And potentially, you know, what I'm waiting for here on the price of Bitcoin, if I just clean up this chart so it doesn't look so messy, what I'm looking for on the price of Bitcoin is, let's say, for example, legends, play out this scenario, is let's say, okay, this is 1, 2, 3, and we're going to make a fourth wave and then a fifth wave and then do the ABC correction here to the downside. This is where I want to load up. On XRP, on Bitcoin, during this correction is where I want to load up this correction, okay? But I want to see a 5-wave structure. At the moment, this is not a 5-wave structure. XRP has already given us a 5-wave structure, so it really looks bullish. Okay, so legends, playing out this scenario, I just don't know how high. I mean, we have to wait for the fifth wave to be formed before we can really truly play out the scenario. But let's say the fifth wave is going to reject here at $67,000. I mean, you can see how beautifully 618 will be respected. You know, on top of the highs, maybe we find support over here where you have 4, 5, A, B, C. Okay. Maybe we find support here by the 618. Deepest retracement I want to see is the 786. Remember the rule, legends. If we tumble down here and we dance around the 0.88 level, it increases probabilities that you're going to come claim the low, and this wave is no longer impulsive. Okay, so you really want us to see and find support after this bullish structure is done over here. You really want to see the retracement not go below the 786. Okay, but for now, I don't know how high this is going to go. And if this is the end, right, I don't see a 5-wave structure. Some people will argue and say that, well, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there has to be balance. There has to be a balance between your second wave correction and your fourth wave correction. If price action, okay, can do this, I would say game on. Game on. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see it looks beautiful. It looks in balance, right? Beautiful correction here to the downside. It can be a ABC. It can be a WXY. I don't care, right? And it doesn't even necessarily have to be a deep correction. You also get your, not your flats, your running flats, okay? Where you reach the top of an impulse and then price does this. Price does this. It doesn't retrace. Maybe you hit the 0.382 as a minimum target, but you start consolidating sideways for long and you build that beautiful bull flag where everyone is expecting lower levels at the 50%, 618 and 786. You don't get it, where you have a running flat. This is what they call the running flat. It doesn't take the lows, it doesn't take the highs, it just runs sideways, it builds a bull flag, and then it continues the momentum to the upside. So I will be keeping an eye on what happens during this retracement, because I don't want to be left in the dark or behind, right? Okay. So yes, legends, I have been watching XRP, and for those of you that did, I mean, I remember discussing XRP when it was over here, right? When I discussed this big Elliott wave scenario from a bullish perspective. And I said, you know, even to our trading community, I said, I want to see a breakout. I want to see a retest for continuation. And now we got the breakout, right? And we haven't come back for retest yet. So I'm patient, okay? I don't FOMO into trades. What I might do, okay, is often what I do like to do is that if the momentum just continues and it continues, because you don't know, because this is a 1, 2, 3 potentially here to the upside, and the 1, 2, 3s, yes, they can get really explosive, okay, from the low to the high. Let's see where we are. Okay, so this could definitely still be part of the third wave, okay, where we've smashed the 1.618 minimum, considered the minimum third wave target. We've smashed the 2.618. We are on our way to the 3.618. We can even go to the 4.618. We can go to the 5.618. Okay, third waves can be extremely impulsive to the upside. You just never know, especially with altcoins. Altcoins just rampage, and they go to the 2.618, 3.618, 4.618, like Pepe and some of the meme coins. They just, you know, they don't stop, right? I want to see a larger consolidation area, okay, and perhaps that was the fourth wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, an extended fifth wave here to the upside. I would like to see a little bit of a correction, okay, and if we do not come back down to test support, I will play the breakout, okay. I'll play the breakout as soon as we break the trend. I just want to see a little bit of a longer consolidation for me on the price of XRP. Okay, right, I've also been looking at 𝗞𝗐. I've discussed 𝗞𝗐 over here. I'm very excited for the end of the week, because if we can close a weekly candle inside of this range, okay, for me, it's game on here on 𝗞𝗐. No financial advice. I can only share with everyone what I'm doing over here. Okay. Are you using default settings for VRVP? I can share my settings. I don't know if I have default settings. Right, here's my settings. Okay, you can take a screenshot of this and then use it. I think my bars are a lot thinner, so I'm not sure what the default settings are, but I've got 250, 70 over here. Okay. Right, render looks promising over here. I'm also tracking render here on the 12-hour time frame. You know, as always, no financial advice, but I'm just tracking this momentum here to the downside. My alarm started going off, and currently we are trading above the trend. let's see. Okay, let's see what's going to happen with render over here. Obviously, it's dependent on the price of Bitcoin. Veracity, here's a trade that I took. Okay, on Veracity, I played the Oris flip over here, the breakout to the upside, made some nice profits, which I shared on Twitter this morning, I think. Dogecoin, same trade, played it on 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗿𝗍𝒑. Took some profits here at the highs. And I mean, I've explained these trades to everyone over here inside the stream as well. I played the breakout, simple breakout, okay? Breakout, stop loss, profit. Simple, okay? Because I don't know if we're going to break this trend or if we are going to reject, okay? Ideally, if we do reject, I want to see us hold this, hold the highs over here, okay, for continuation to the upside, and I'm going to be interested over there. Right, Bitcoin dominance climbing, Bitcoin falling, so the alts are going to bleed a little bit. Okay, legends, what I also want to do is just run through a couple of altcoins over here, just for my own sanity as well. I have, okay, also a 𝗬liche trade that I took. You guys can see, beautiful 𝗬liche trade here. Played the Oris flip, momentum to the upside, broke the trend, and now we have momentum here to the upside. Okay, so always remember, I know I took these trades on 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗍𝒑. Links down in the description. I've got Bluffin, Bybit, and 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗍𝒑. 𝗖𝗍𝒆 do have the lowest fees, legends. I mean, the only downfall is, and you need to decide whether it's a downfall for you, okay, is that you need to KYC with 𝗖𝗍𝒆, right? But links down, biggest sign up, $20,000 bonus, sign up bonus, and Bluffin is the one that I'm more active on these days, but I do take trades on all these three exchanges. Okay, so that's the 𝗬 trade that I took here to the downside. What I really like about 𝗬, legends, is this structure is absolutely beautiful. I really like what I'm seeing here on the price of 𝗬. Okay, the sleeping altcoins that no one is having a look at, I like to focus on those ones. Beautiful consolidation area. I just want to see, for curiosity's sake, this range. I just want to see where we are inside this range. Okay, I mean, if we can get acceptance. Okay, so what I do like is, legends, first thing I want to highlight over here on 𝗬liche is, okay, you see the lows over here? SFP, we have an SFP from the lows, and we're currently trading above. So this is considered a successful swing failure pattern, where you come down, you stop all the long people out that are building. So you can just imagine everyone that has built positions during this massive long consolidation, and they put their stop losses over here, okay, below the lows. They put their stop losses. I mean, how frustrating must it be building a position during this entire range over here from January 2023, only to be stopped out, and now we're trading above. Okay, that's why I love the price action here on 𝗬liche. Okay, right, legends. So, I mean, we have to acknowledge at the moment here on the price of 𝗬, okay, tracking the momentum here to the downside, we have just broken trend. We have swing failure from the lows, and the most bullish tick that I would like to see here from 𝗬liche is, I want to see us get acceptance back inside the range. I want to see not a rejection, perhaps a rejection and a lower high, and I want to see acceptance back inside the range. That will be really bullish for me here on the price of 𝗬liche. Okay, retest, continuation here to the upside to come and claim the range high again at 3 cents, 0.3386 cents. Okay. So, and that's also why I'm nibbling and building some swing positions and spot bags and adding to my spot bags. No financial advice. I can just share with you guys what I'm doing over here. Okay, this is why I'm building positions over here, because this is where people are scared. This is where no one wants to buy. We're going down lower, right? I buy when no one wants to buy here at the bottoms, right? But I'll be honest with you guys, I added most probably everywhere inside of this zone. Okay, I added here, I added here, I added here, and when we got the momentum here to the downside, I stopped adding, and then when we got the acceptance back above, I added again, right? Bullish sign for me. Okay, someone is asking here for Doge. Right, I have actually spoken about Doge here already. Okay, keeping the analysis simple. I just want to delete this picture. Take the scribble out the way. Okay. Let's go onto the daily time frame. Wait for it to load up. Okay. Beautiful. It found support here above the highs. You can see it found support here above the highs. I was tracking, on the daily time frame. Just make it nice and big. People sometimes complain they can't see everything because I'm zoomed out. Okay. Tracking this momentum, you can just see how I'm keeping the analysis so simple on the altcoins from a day trading perspective. You break the trend, I enter with a stop loss, I take profits as soon as we tap the other trend. Okay, how simple can you get, right? Play the breakout, stop loss. As soon as I start moving up, I protect my position. Okay, so if I get stopped out, I don't lose any money, and this is where I take some profits. Now potentially, and I've left some of the position open, obviously, because we could get a breakout, and then I'm still in a long, and then I can add to my position, which will then bring my entry up, okay, but not put my entry there. So I can still protect my position underneath the trend. Right, even if I add to my position, if we do have a breakout here on Doge. So basically, that's how simple I'm keeping the analysis over here for the price of Doge. What else? Right, legends, let's go through some more comments over here. 𝗞𝗔635, we are hit GP now. Okay, we are hit GP previous day value area low now. Are you interested? Am I interested? Let's look at here at Bitcoin. Let's go on to the 15-minute. I want to see what you mean. Okay. Right. I mean, Bitcoin is my favorite coin to trade from a day trading perspective. Okay. Make no mistake. Let's switch on the session volume profile. Let's see. Okay. I have not hit the previous day value area low just as yet. Okay. So if we do hit this level, that could be interesting. I mean, you could be building bullish CVD between these pivots, okay, as price is moving down. And if you're struggling, okay, and I see local bullish CVD inside that mini structure on the 3-minute time frame, I will consider a long over there, okay. Doesn't really have confluence with anything else at the moment. But right, I'm not convinced. I really like point of controls, okay? I really like, why don't I have, this point of control. You can see, guys, what I want to highlight over here is this is the reason I like point of controls more than value area highs and lows, okay? For me, they just get better respected. By all means, if value area lows and highs are part of your trading strategy, why not? Use them, okay? But I found much more success with point of controls because look at this. You break out, you come back down, you swing failure from the point of control, failing to break down, and then you get a massive pump here to the upside. Beautiful trade at the point of control. Here's also a naked point of control that hasn't been tapped, okay? And you can see we have now lost this naked point of control that I have highlighted over here. We've lost it, right? Which confirms a bearish continuation to the downside. Right. I just don't like that we don't have nice confluence with that previous day. I mean, 0.88, you increase the probabilities of taking the low. Okay. Right. You know where I will be interested? If we do get support from the point of control, okay, let's entertain that scenario. If we do get support from the point of control, which is a level I don't really prefer, I mean, that's most likely your trend over there. I'll wait for the break of the trend. Okay, there's a couple of key levels that we need to reclaim before I will turn bullish for now, right? The first level that we need to reclaim is the weekly point of control. Okay, so definitely I can play a breakout. Okay, price is looking weak. We are below this point of control. We've lost this point of control over here. Probabilities increase that you're going to come to the value area low. Like you've mentioned, potential long opportunity. I don't really like the range lows and highs, okay, from a trading perspective. I focus more on the point of controls. I've had more success with them, okay, from a win rate perspective. And so if we do get a bounce over here and we have a breakout above the point of control, breaking the trend, I will consider a long over here. I'd rather be a little bit late to the party, right? this level for me is invalidated. It's already been tapped. So, I mean, I'm more interested, okay? I mean, the golden trade for me that I will be really interested in is if I go back here onto the 1 hour, right? This is the trade that I'm interested in. From the low, you take a fib from the low to the high, okay? If the correction continues here to the downside, and I can also go and switch on the session volume profile again just to see where those levels are. But this is the level that I'm interested, okay? Like you've mentioned, you have confluence there with a value area low, but I also have two clear pivots where people put their stop losses, right? I can just imagine people playing the upwards momentum here to the upside. Everyone has their stop losses here. So I would like to see like, bam, nice liquidity grab, okay? And can even go deeper, I don't care, right? Acceptance back above the 382, acceptance back above the lows over here, and then potential break of the trend for continuation here to the upside. Okay, this point of control over, this value area low over here kind of feels like in the middle of nowhere, but it's a chance, and that is why I have my momentum. If we do find support over here, right, I will be there. Hope this makes sense. Smash up the like for the education over here, legends. And remember to subscribe for future notifications. Okay. Right, let's go. Late but not absent. Miss MK Alexander, welcome. Hello, Hannes, Willem. Welcome to the stream, my brother. Also here from South Africa, joining us today. Maffa, welcome, Hansi. It was Maffa here as well. Maffa all the way from Australia. Right, I've got family members here in the stream today. Right, legends. So that's basically what I see here from a technical perspective, okay? I mean, I want to see a 5-wave structure, legends. I really want to see a 5-wave structure. And this could potentially be the start of a bigger correction here to the downside, okay? Potentially. Let's just go look at CVD here for a moment again. Okay, I mean, I would like to see some bullish CVD build up. Just want to see. Okay, we do have, okay. I mean, I don't want to be that person that just says it's not a level that I will trade. Definitely. What I do like is I do see some bullish CVD against this pivot. Okay, right. Let's just make sure that I'm not smoking my socks. Okay. Just want to make sure that I get the right levels over here. Okay, not on yellow, but on white, we are making some bullish CVD. Okay. But I would like us to come down a little bit lower and make bullish CVD against these pivots, right, for us SFP. I just like swing failure patterns, okay? Come down, you grab the liquidity, you get acceptance back above, you stop out all these people that longed over here, you stop all of them out, eat their stop losses, get them out the market, and then you get the explosion here to the upside, right? It's just a high probable trade for me. And often, if I don't get the high probable trade, I will fall back onto a different trading strategy, which is the break of the trend, which actually played out a couple of times during the week. Okay, if I go on to the 5 minutes, let me show you guys. One line trend strategy. I've also had a request inside our Legends trading community that they want a little bit of a workshop on the one line trend strategy. Definitely, I'm going to do that for them. Right, 5 minute has just been an absolute pleasure to play the one line trade strategy over here. Okay, there was a beautiful one over here. Okay, 5 minute time frame. I just want to make sure that I'm not on log. Okay, cool. It was a beautiful trend line strategy over there. Okay, there we go. Right, this is a trade that I highlighted inside our Legends trading community. Breakout, stop, and I said, okay, because you just never know if you're going to claim the highs. I said, because it feels like we're ranging at the moment, remember to take profits, 382, 50%, and I will most likely close my position at the 0.618. Okay. And look at what happened. We actually claimed the highs over here, and if you're one of those traders that do leave some of your position, maybe you leave 5% or 10% of your position open, just for in case we do go and claim the highs, you would have had nice profits in the bag. Okay, but I mean, we even went to higher levels. Right, legends. And then what you do is, as soon as you get the breakout and you start seeing a wave, okay, just purely from an education perspective, okay, you create a wave and you continue the momentum to the upside. You're like, hang on, I now have another momentum line, okay, to the upside. Let me just drag it here. Okay, often what some other traders will do, okay, is that, let me just clean this up over here. What they will do is that they won't take profits, okay? This is another strategy that I've seen one-line trend strategists or traders play. They won't take profits here, they won't take profits here, they won't take profits here. They enter, they don't know where they're going to take profits. That's the strategy. But what they do is they put in their momentum line. So when they do see a momentum like this and you get a bounce, they put in their momentum line and they stay inside the trade until it gets broken. This is where they cash out. Okay, it's a different strategy. I don't like particularly this strategy because you just never know whether you're going to range or whether you are trending. Okay, but it's another strategy nonetheless. And now you could have played the short here to the downside. You enter, stop it above the high, and you would be now a nice profit. So you play the trend line to the upside. You play the trend line to the downside. You guys get the picture. And look now what I'm tracking. I'm now tracking this momentum. Okay. I want to play it to the upside again. Right. So, I mean, the one-line trend strategy can be very effective. And I mean, if you guys want more details, you want to attend the workshops about how you spot fake outs, how to draw them properly, what are the rules around them. It does go into a little bit more detail, horizontal, support, resistance, Fibonacci. You can go crazy. Join our Legends community. First link down in the description. That's where I share the detailed alpha analysis. Okay. Right. What else? 67 coming in tonight. Asia, Valentino, Scotty, you think 67 incoming? Definitely. I mean, I did paint out this scenario. Just want to highlight it. Okay. I don't want to be the person that's going to say that we're just falling down from here. And we are definitely forming a fourth wave. Okay. I highlighted this scenario. Let me put off the point of controls, take the fib out the way. Okay. Let's just keep it nice and clean over here. Delete all those trends. Okay, there is definitely a scenario. Ooh, let's do this from the low to the high. And I'm taking this high because this is an ABC flat. Okay, exactly what potentially is happening here. ABC. Do you guys see? ABC, right? There's definitely this scenario. We haven't tapped the 1.618 just as yet. Okay. If you want to put it on top of that high, I mean, it's a 66,785. I prefer this high over here because this looks like a corrective structure to me. ABC. Right, ABC. Okay, corrective structures are always three-wave structures, legends. Right. Okay, so definitely still a scenario where we can tap $67,000 like you've mentioned, okay, where I want to see if I have a level at $67,000 more or less. Okay, we have a daily at 66,500. We have that volume node at 66. Okay, 67. Okay, right. I think if we're going to start dancing around this area over here, and then we're most likely going to smash through here with high volume, retest it as support, and continue to the 2.618. I've shown you guys on XRP how explosive third waves can be. Third waves does not have to reject at the 1.618. They don't have to reject at the 2.618. Okay, and this is where XRP is heading. XRP is just bullish here to the upside, and this could potentially still be a third wave here in the making. So, legends, I'm not writing, I'm not saying that we're definitely rejecting by the 1.618 if we do break this trend over here. I'm saying that this, if we get an early breakout here, we don't get a long consolidation, a beautiful balanced consolidation. I want to see this for fourth wave. If I don't see that, it just means that the momentum is continuing to the upside. If we bounce here and we get a breakup to the upside, smash through with high volume, break this resistance area over here, smash through, retest it as support, definitely we can come to the 2618 at $72,000. No problemo. Okay, where this entire structure will still be a third wave. Okay, but as soon as I see a longer consolidation, a deeper consolidation, then it decreases the probabilities that we're going to find higher levels. You're most probably going to claim the high, find resistance, drop down where this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done for now. Maybe you have a bull flag correction, or maybe you have a little bit of a deeper correction where you find support for continuation to the upside. Right. Okay, legends. What else? What else? The latest Bitcoin ETF data is very positive. Yes, lots of bullish news in that market at the moment. I mean, in the mornings, I like to read the alpha. I just want to show you guys over here. If I open up our Discord trading community, I mean, the alpha that gets dropped in there from a news perspective is absolutely insane. Okay, if you go here onto the Pro Hub, this is the basic hub. Where's the research section? Let me see. Research. This morning at 8:57 Central European time, this is where I make my cup of coffee and I read through all the alpha. Okay, this is what you get access to when you're inside of our Legends trading community. And this is embarrassing. For some reason, it's not loading up. Any day today. Right. Okay. Sorry about that, Legends. For some reason, it's not loading up. Let's see if this one works. Okay, that's better. Right, maybe there's just something wrong with that one over there, right? Where I can go and read all the news that's summarized for me. Only the alpha news gets provided over here, where, you know, it tells me about 65% of Mt. Gox creditors got repaid. What is trending at the moment? What is BlackRock doing? What is Fidelity doing? All the alpha news gets summarized and sent to the Legends 3 times a day. There's also a degen report for, you know, those new projects that gets launched, new meme coins, only for the degens. Okay, a report gets released to them once a day as well. Right. This morning, myself and Andy has his section over here where he provides daily and video updates, analysis, some of the trading setups he's looking for. Here's my analysis. This morning, I provided analysis. I did a live stream inside of here, which I then record and I posted on here. I also highlighted Illuvium, which I can speak about now, in a moment. And then, yes, the short setup that we tapped yesterday, we found downwards momentum, thinking that maybe this is the ABC. Good risk management. You see, this is yesterday when I highlighted that B flat target that we could potentially still tap. That's where we are now, at the B flat target. Right, so this is basically what we share inside here, our Discord Legends trading community. Here's that one-line trend strategy. Okay, I'm not just making things up, Legends. Here's that one-line trend strategy where I told the Legends trade. Okay, we spoke about this trade in the morning during my live update. I said, guys, just take profits by the 382, 50%, 618. We just don't know how high it's going to go. Okay, beautiful trade in the bag, and obviously we went to go and claim the highs over there. Right, you guys get the idea. And then we have a chat section and so forth and so forth. Right, first link down in the description if you'd like to join the Legends trading community. And also from an exchange perspective, if you like to trade, use the links down below. It's also your way to support the channel. Okay, right, Legends, let's go talk about ILV for a second, okay? ILV is also in my spot bags. Okay, I know that there are some bullish news coming out. The game is going to be launched. Finally, the game is going to be launched in 9 days. Okay? So there's some really good positive news that's coming out with ILV. And I just technically had to go and have a look at it. And I saw, okay, we bounced beautifully here on support inside of this consolidation that provided support. Okay, we're breaking a long downsloping trend, okay, nibbling here at the trend, looks like it wants to break out. Okay, no financial advice. The first major area of resistance that I see is, and how I get those resistance areas is if you take a fib from the highs to the lows, you can see that they also align here with the Fibonacci levels, 382, 50%, 618. So, I mean, I do see resistance over here. I'm not going to lie. There's some resistance over here, but I don't see it as major resistance. Okay, the first major resistance that I see is at the 382 at $93 for ILV. Okay, so for now, ILV looks good. And let's see if it's going to continue the momentum here to the upside. It's ticking a lot of boxes at the moment, right? Obviously, always with good risk management. Never invest more than what you can afford to lose. Right, legends, that is it from my side today. Please smash up the like on your way out. Hope you guys have enjoyed the alpha and the content over here today. And I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.